My mic was switched to another thing for some reason. Oh well, there's only a couple minutes missed. Yeah, about 20 minutes. It happens. But yeah, I got my, been tinkering around with a lot of stuff, so that's part of why my mic was like, bleh. I, started messing around with Mix It Up. Did you hear that? I need to see if it's even reading the damn thing, because I heard it on my end, but yeah, it's not giving audio through. Okay, what the hell is it? Maybe that was it. Give that one more try. There we go. Did you hear that time? It's quiet. Okay, I don't want it too fucking loud though. You should be able to do the Baconator thing as well, I think. Give it a try.
Are you dyslexic?
I'm Caucasian.
That a little bit better with it being turned up some or new? So I don't want it peeking out and stuff. I turned it up a little bit just to see if maybe that'll help. And mix it up. Alright, okay, good. They ended up coming from, what the hell's the video? I was watching some video and it got to, they used that audio for this one part, and is this lady interviewing some dude that looks like he's the, like a knockoff of Logan Paul or something. Fucking that was his response to being asked if he was dyslexic. Didn't even fucking know what it was. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to texture the room. I think I'm gonna go with carpet with that, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for these walls right here. Like there's separators and what's supposed to be here. We go to the top down view. See this toilet, and this is where the shower is. So I'm trying to think like what would be a good material to use for that, for this, these walls would be. I don't really like that. What about the marble? How's the marble look? Marble doesn't look bad. Yeah, so far I'm liking the marble. How you doing? How you doing tonight, Cass? You the sleepy deepy? On a sunny beach. Always sleepy. Had a bagel? Oh, nice. What type of bagel? Was it normal bagel or everything bagel, onion bagel? Did he put anything upon the bagel, like cream cheese or a taco? Regular bagel? All right. Whipped cream cheese? Nice. Was it any specific type though? Like, or was it just regular old cream cheese? Like, no, like the honey and almond, I think is the one type I've had before, and I liked that. Tile? Plain. All right. I'll get a better look at this. I think there's supposed to be cross patterns on this. Not very adventurous with food. You were close to spelling it. I'm not going to shame you for it. The second E, you'd have to replace with an O, if I remember right. Adventurous? I think that's it. It looks right. I don't know. Okay, don't want bigger. Maybe a little bit smaller. No. That's looking good. Tile scale. No. I'm fine. Fine. So if we take the bump strength out, it gets flatter, but if we put it in, it gets a bit more solid. Noise bump strength like this stuff's. But I could have sworn there was one for crisscrossing or. Sorry. Got ads starting in about 3.5 minutes. You're a freak, da 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 da, and weak. Cause I am geek, da 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 da. Yeah, it should be. I have a feeling I messed something up here at some point. So this should be the Y bands, this should be the X bands. Yeah, all the stuffs. I'm gonna try something here. Sonnet. There we go. I just had to change the Y. Now it's got the proper crissy crossy going on. Make sure the unwrap's fine, because I'm gonna have to UV. I'm gonna have to bake this one definitely. So that looks decent for like a shower wall sort of thing, you know. So actually, pop that over there. The oven. Yeah, I might even be adding an oven to this too. Okay, so that unhides everything. Oh, and this right here is actually. Oh, I'll just isolate it. This is the mannequin from Unreal Engine. You'd actually like, I found that you can export it from Unreal Engine into Blender, and you can use it for like scaling things out and a few other things. So I made it about the same height as my model, as myself in real life too. My model's the same height as I am. So yeah. So this is just a simplified version, but even as simple, it's got one hell of a poly count to it. And that's one thing is like, this is where optimization is the most important. Because if you want your models to look like nice and smooth and have like different little details to them, again, this is the simple version of the model, of the mannequin from Unreal. You're gonna be up there in the poly count. And I think ads just started too. Yep, 31 minutes, so everybody should be in first ads now. So I'll get back here, take it out isolation. I wanna survive. Yeah, up the volume. But I just go around, why? Of my fear and waves. I'm waiting for ads for those that aren't subscribed on my Twitch, because I do not like excluding people just because they don't have money to pay for a fucking subscription. So now these, even at 500, they're not really well good. Let's get rid of this bullshit. It's not really doing much. Try an area light. Just might find a fear in waves and sounds of pain. Somebody push me away, put me away before I break. Another hit to the backbone, picking up the heat like an atom bomb. It's like a security camera. Hello, welcome back from ads. Don't let those zombies do that to you, that's mean. Punch them in the head. Make fun of their cooking. Always watching. Always watching Wazowski. I've heard about Darkness Falls and I heard about the Legacy one. I don't even know if that's been updated for the full release. Most likely by now. I just like playing the game on vanilla. Almost every game that I play is just vanilla. I don't download mods too often for anything. Just like I don't like using add-ons that often for shit either. To me, it's just like, okay, what if a big update, like a title update comes out for the game, like whenever it's still in alpha and shit, you have to wait for, and anything breaks with the mods, and you can have your game, well, you have your save corrupted because too much shit's clashing, and now you just can't use that, and all that hard work's out the window. And then even if it's a matter of just waiting until the person that made the mod updates the code for it to work with the new version, or the new build, doesn't mean everything's gonna be right. Like, you load in and like half your house could be fucking gone, and there could be like zombies spawned in around you on a blood moon, which would suck. Like, I even played all the way through Skyrim. I didn't have any DLCs, but I played through all of Skyrim without any mods. And I enjoyed it. I like pretty much did all that I could. But this is like way back on 360, I think, Xbox 360. So it was many moons ago. Come to think of it, it's not like I could even have downloaded mods then, because Xbox 360 didn't have access to that stuff. I also need to see if this works when I render it. Because it's in a sort of weird spot where I put the camera, so... Yeah, it's not rendering, because, well, it's not rendering it because it's in the wall. It's like, it's right in there. So I'd have to take it, move it out, so, turn off that. And that should work just fine. And then hopefully, oh yeah, also have to remember, boop, get that in there. Workbench is taking a bit to load, huh? Let's get out of this view for a bit. Everything's just going AWOL because just too much shit going on my computer right now. There we go. Now I switched. So with that sort of out of the wall now, I think that's good enough. Let's try render real fast. People jumping all over the world. Maybe still not far enough out. Maybe. No, where the hell did my mouse go? Okay. I don't know. It's just taking a while to render it, period. Well, the Unreal model is stupid high poly even compared to everything else that's in there right now. That plus the procedural materials that are all around right now from the building. That's a lot of stuff for the computer to compute right now. Yeah, you can even see like my models, my VC face is choppy. Whenever the tank comes by, you'll see like it's sort of like a little bit. Yep. Computers are chugging. Yep. But again, procedural materials definitely gonna up how long it's gonna take to render it. Having that fucking even though it's a simplified version of it, Mannequin from Unreal Engine in there is also doing it, like adding to that count. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Under the trees, flowing like a breeze, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. Now we're at 151 out of 500 samples because what images I do take of this setup, I sort of want to post like updates of as I'm working on this one, because a lot of what's in the virtual studio right now, I showed like, well, I built almost everything except for the shelves, I think, on stream, but I didn't really take any renders or screenshots or anything like that and post it on Twitter. And just thinking about it, it's like a lot of people are hyped to push for their first like 1K or 2K or 5K followers on Twitch, and I think I hit the disillusion around the 500 mark. Just of yeah, you can have this large number of followers, doesn't really mean shit if people don't show up to actually like support, which I hate for like some of my friends that are 1,000 or more and they get like just a handful of people in there. It's like, yeah, I don't expect all those people to show up, but more than like a percentage of a percentile of a percentage. Yeah, like once I hit 1,000 followers, I'd be content with anywhere between 1 and 10 people still showing up, just as I am with whenever I hit 500. I was just happy that even one person popped in throughout the night and said hi and bullshit some. But of course, as you get higher in the numbers for following, you'd hope more people would show up, obviously. But at the same time, that's also another thing where you gotta look and be like, well, how much are you actually giving back to any of those people that are following you? It's like, I do try to catch as many people as I can streaming throughout the day, at least lurking, pop in, say hi, or do a hydrate redeem or some weird noise redeem, and then chill and listen to a stream and try to do my work stuff. And as long as I'm doing like my work stuff, but if it's my during the times I'm doing my kiddos homeschooling, I just mute the stream, but I hang there still. Like I mute the tab because, well, that's more important to me, honestly. And making sure my kiddo gets his schooling stuffs. Almost done with the render. There we go. Should hopefully square up some here once the stuff gets a little bit more chill. Why do I have... I had my last screenshot saved in the textures folder, which I need to fix right now before I forget about, so... Alright, so that's done. Drop this back down to a simpler view. There we go, see? Get out of that shit without having everything there, which is fair. Yeah, I mean... And that's what sort of like blows my mind, is like getting these people that have like followings like I've been in the VTuber stuff for 3, almost 4 years now, I think. I don't know any of the names of Hololive or Nijisanji people or any other big groups that may be out there. It's like you sort of expect to know these people more, but I don't really ever see them giving back to anybody else. They're probably under contract to, like, you know, only raid specific people, but at the same time, doesn't really stop them from popping into some other smaller streamers fucking shit and, like, you know, trying to promote it. Like, hey, keep to it. It's a tough road, but you know, you can eventually get there. Just need to keep dealing with the bullshit, and hopefully eyes turn towards you at some point. It's not for a bad reason too. You know. No, there are some people out there that generate drama bullshit just so they can get more attention, like certain people out there. But that's how people love to hate. It just be that way. Like, I hated the idea of how how people do hate watching stuff. It's just very weird. Like I didn't like the idea of that new Velma TV show that they did that a lot of people were upset about, and the dumbasses hate watched it enough that it got okayed for a second season. Yeah, I hate watching where they just watch it so they can rag on the fucking show afterwards. It's like how some people still watch some of these garbage streamers out there that do controversial shits just so they can be there for that moment for whenever they fuck up again. That sort of thing. It's like, I was there whenever they did this. It was wild, man. It's like, okay, but you like sort of set it up so that they can continue getting a nice posh sort of life while you're just seething and then going to your 9 to 5 like everybody else. Yeah. Because there's plenty of people that I don't like on this fucking platform, that to the point that I'd say I hate them, but I just don't watch their shit. I block their fucking Twitter, since I can't block fucking people. Well, I can't like block getting them in the recommended as far as I've seen on YouTube and Twitch. Like I can block them so that they can't possibly come to my chat and say anything. But I have had some people pop up in the past in my recommendeds that I have blocked before in my chat, just so I don't have any chance of them ever coming in here and interacting with me. YouTube's probably the biggest one I'm surprised about, that you can't block like channels and shit. You can report them, but that's it. And whenever they pop up in your recommended, you can just say, don't recommend this channel, but it doesn't stop them from coming back if you happen to watch content that's even related to their shit. Like a lot of drama VTuber, like False ID. A lot of people know False ID. I don't fucking like that guy at all. His attitude, the way he talks, the way he's buddy with one VTuber agency, so anytime some bullshit happens with the like competition, of course he's gonna jump all over. It doesn't matter if he's got the full story or not. But I watched a few drama videos here recently to make sure I didn't miss out on any information, and that, I'm not up 24/7, and I'm not glued to Twitch 24/7, well, Twitter 24/7 either, so could always end up missing something. If somebody asks me like, what's this about so and so with this situation, is like, well, I can at least give them a thing just here. Yeah, sometimes that do be the best way to go. I did that for a good while. Let's see, first friends that I made while streaming in general were, I can think of 3 people. The very first one turned out to just be somebody that's completely using me. I would shout her out whenever she went live, but she'd never return the favor, like retweeting and stuff. And I would show up to her streams, but like she was always too busy to show up to mine whenever I did stream, and she was unemployed, so it was like no fucking reason really not to. And I would see her active in other people's streams, but only if they were bigger than her. So it was like eventually clicked in my head, it's like, oh, this person just fucking using me. That was like the first ever person that I thought was a friend whenever it came down to the streaming game. But then I ended up eventually running into Joe Devil and Viral FPS, which you might have seen like in here or also over at JP's streams. Oh yes, very stinky. Like, there was one point that I did actually get to interact with her after having like supported for a while. And another thing that like left a bad taste in my mouth about like interacting with her afterwards was, I asked her, like, so if you ever make it big as a streamer and stuff, it's like, what are you gonna do? Because like you're a mom and stuff, so you still gotta worry about doing the parenting thing, and then your hubby goes to work to pay the bills. I mean, streaming is nice, but I don't think any of us like will take off that big to be able to pay the bills right away. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna make him stop doing his job, and he'll be just full-time caretaker of the kid until, you know, something happens. I was like, what do you mean something happens? And what if you don't make enough one month to pay for the bills? Like, well, that's something I'll worry about then. Like, okay, so you want your dude that's been working at that job for God knows how long to just drop it so that you can pursue the spotlight and sort of ignore your kids, well, your kid. It's like, ugh, I fucking hate people. But I didn't say anything back then because I was still like just starting off. I didn't know all the etiquette and stuff for streaming. I thought maybe it's just something normal in the industry. But I was like, no. I eventually just, biggest thing I'd have to tell people when it comes down to just interacting, if you don't want to be miserable, be yourself. Because eventually, if you are using persona or whatever, somebody's gonna try to dig shit up on you. And personally, whenever I was like trying to be nice and just help out everybody and question nothing about if they show up or not, I was just getting angrier and angrier as shit as time went on. So if I had kept to what I wanted to do several times throughout that period, is like, you know, just fucking up and keep to myself, do my own thing. If I get trolls in chat every now and then because the game that I was playing at the time, then hey, thanks for the viewership, dude. Yeah. Some people put on shows. I don't watch Snuffy, but a lot of people know of her. She's last I heard, she was a raccoon VTuber. Old raccoon model, like a kimono Mimi. Furry, whatever. I don't know how the hell you want to explain how she is. But, she put on a voice for the longest of times, and one night she was just really tired of doing the voice, and just, she had to ask her chat if it was okay to reveal what her real voice is. I was like, I don't want to fucking ask anybody if I can use my own voice. I might not like it the most, but it's mine. So like that blew my mind whenever I heard about that. It's like, why? I know one person that I do hang out with and I'm friends with does use a bit of a voice for whenever they're interacting with their stream and stuff, but she's still fun as hell to hang out with and shit. And I've heard her regular voice, and even when she's not streaming, her regular voice is really close to her stream voice time. Hey, Narco, are you swole yet? It's only been a couple hours, but I expect you to still be able to fit through doors, even though your arms are that large. It seems some people got a giggle out of the idea when you chat too, so otherwise I want to keep pushing on it. Jade, yeah, that's who it is. I was talking about Coral. Yeah, well, whenever you started laughing about it, I was like, yeah, at least she's enjoying it. And then whenever chat started reacting positively to it, it's like, yeah, let's keep rolling with it. Everybody's giggling. That's good. Don't know many VTubers. You know me, you know JP, you know Crundle, Con, you know Narco. No, Narco just does face. I forget if you even have a VTuber model or like 2D PNG or anything like that. It's Narco. After stream 2, Demon's your boyfriend, right? If I remember right. You don't have one? Sensory issues. You have PNG? Okay, PNG I still count as a VTuber type person. I don't know, maybe I think I met you through Crundle though, Cass. Alright, yeah. See, I keep some of these things. I'm just old, I'm not senile yet. That's why I told Demon that you were gonna get swole. Like I specifically told him about that whenever he came in. No? Okay. How the hell do I keep introducing people to a bunch of other people and don't even remember that? Hey, the timer actually worked. I mix it up today, so like I'm just watching chat to see like what all is actually working and what I had to tweak still. Still just thinking about Narco sitting there like this big ass arms, just daintily picking up the mouse and moving it. All right. I will say, like, I've probably been around that time. A few others, okay. Now I'm trying to think of how I met you then. Well, how we met then, cause I think it was just maybe random happenstance. Because I do that whenever I finish streaming, and if it happens to be one of those weird days that nobody I know is streaming, I'll actively search for low viewer count people's. Damn it, ads. A minute and a half ad before continuing the conversation. Without you, gonna keep that tweet open for an after image. And then of course, well, luckily I have in middle of ads, so I can continue on that stuff. Taco bean burrito.
Rosie.
Welcome back from ads, everybody. Yeah, the Warframe confused me also whenever I first started playing that, but I also started playing that on Xbox One. No, it was actually on PC. And this is a long damn time ago where they only had like 5 frames that you could get. And I started off with Rhino. No, I started off with Mag. Since, well, my name. And then eventually I found out about Rhino and like just instantly wanted to get Rhino. But that back then that was like high tier sort of shit to like grind out getting Rhino if you didn't pick him as a starter. But yeah, I still have a I think it's called a Rubido skin for Rhino that was only given out a long time ago, along with a bunch of other stuff. Like there's 2 Rubido weapon skins, and there was another 2 skins another 2 weapon skins of a different material. I forget what the hell it was though, and then another 2 skins that you get back then other than just Rhino. That was just so long ago. Yeah, grinds and bullet jumping and flipping and saving up plats to be able to buy slots for having more frames and god damn, there's just so much stuff that I think whenever I last played that I was over 3 years. Almost 3 years and a month. I was mastery rank 23 or 24 whenever I finished playing that game. Well, stopped playing that game. Just looking through stuff here real fast, make sure stuff's not messing up too badly. Okay, that's fine. It's just feel like got so much shit running right now. Got 3 different instances of Chrome. Why the hell is the Microsoft? Oh yeah, the Microsoft Store is open because I had to update No Man's Sky. I ended up buying No Man's Sky on the Xbox One years ago, and I haven't played it for a long time. I think it's been about like 3 or 4 years since I played the game. I almost got into it once before because I found out Coral was playing it. I was like, oh, I used to play that game. But then getting back into it after not playing for so long, like so much changed, and then I had to get reoriented with the controls again. I was all like, screw this. But here it is. They came out with some aquatic based stuffs like fishing and other things. Like, I might give this a try then. I think back the last time I played, they didn't even have it released on a Nintendo Switch yet, which is why I said to somebody else, because they asked me when was the last time I played on Twitter. Actually, a recent person that I met, Poetic, damn it, what's his name? Poetic Divides. Yeah. Yeah, it's another one of those like crafting survival games, but it's got a little bit of a storyline to it. And I remember working on that until like I got to the end of the line back then, where I had almost made it to the center of the universe, which god dang, that took a while. But like stopping at stations and selling stuff, and then buying, well, not really even buying stuff, it was like just selling stuff and trying to grind up money, and then I'd use that money on something. I forget what the hell it was, so I'd go out into the field looking for materials to make like superconductors or something. Was the big selling item back then. Anytime I stopped on planets or else at space stations, I'd try to find like the alien knowledge monolith things, or else or obelisk, or what the hell they were called. At stations, talk to everybody that I could to try to learn all the different alien languages. There's I had my fun with it back then. Thinking of getting back into it, but probably end up like starting from square one so I can go through the tutorial. Looking at Twitter here, seems Femstodes is trending again. I hate how the original fan base is being treated like shit. Okay. Alright. So, enough dragging I've been dragging my feet a bit here. Let's put that and that back on hide. Hide that. Hide these. I'll keep the lights in there for now.
What you doing?
Okay, what else can we do here? Don't need these at the moment. Don't need the camera in the way. Let's see here. This is actually a decent one. still pisses me off though. When I keep getting a copyright thing on whenever I port my VODs over to YouTube for that song, and whenever you look at the person's YouTube account for it, because it'll tell you who is like supposedly has the copyright to that song. It's some Indian dude, from what I could tell. I think he's Indian, but none of his songs fucking sound like that. I actually happened to find a legal website which had his music on it, and gave it a listen, because I sure the hell wasn't going to give his videos a watch on YouTube, because I don't want to give him any sort of money if he's being a dick like that. It turned out I was right in doing that. It's like none of his songs sound like that. Like if it was the original video that I got that the sound from, I would be hunky-dory with it, even if it was, because it was one of those copyrights where it's like you don't have to do anything, it has no effect on your stuff, it just, so you know, it's there. And and it's not even the original video I got that stuff from, and looking everywhere that I could find is like only other link I could find to that song was TikTok. So it's just this cocksucker just randomly claiming meme songs that aren't the original video. Well, the original song, the one by Nostromodo, or where the hell the band is called, or artist, whichever it might be. It's not even their video. Like that one getting me. Just some asshole taking advantage of the copyright system. Alright, okay, so I'm going to save this image. Put this monkey in my references. Actually, I'll make a new folder for this. We'll actually have a separate reference thing for that. No, I didn't have to do that. I could just boop. Reference image, tools, bop. I'm trying to gift sub. Who done it? Disgusting. There we go. Had to go and thank them. Turkey, yay, foodstuffs. But hello, Annie. Not here mentally. That's how I usually am too. No problem at all, Annie. Okay, so we will take this back to where it was, reset the location and rotation. I'm gonna have to RX90. We'll start from the larger one. Now this is where things are gonna get kapoof. So we come here, mesh. Icosphere? Okay, that should be fine. Didn't blow it up too big. So 2 by 2 by 2 roughly. That's in feet though. This is not a 2 foot large, well, 2 foot diameter handle on a screwdriver. Food is good. Let's see here. Woke up, had a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. Then for lunch, had some popcorn, shrimp, and French fries. And then for dinner, made up a pizza. Pretty simple stuffs.
Look.
Yep, Mr. El Cato.
Wait, Daddy. Eddie done streaming. Dad want me sass creep on my name. Well, I saw it on my name.
Actually, I should probably go with Cube. Cube is easier to get done. Let's get rid of, I forgot to get rid of the other things first. No, fuck it. We'll go with plain because that starts off normal. Takes, and I forgot to change the diameter, the units to. You got millimeters real fast. Metric. Okay, so damn it, I'm trying to think of what the diameter formula is.
That's tattoos. Right, Dad?
I'm gonna get a ton of food and grow tall one day. Alright.
It's tattoos.
Yeah.
Dad, you give me one?
Have one of those late growth spurts. I want to try something here. I rarely use the circle. The vertices 23, radius. Radius is on the inside, if I remember right. So radius would be half of that.
Wait.
1.05 cm. So that's that. So tiny. X. No, Y. Gotta really zoom in to see it. Eeping in math? No sleepy time in the math. So we know that tiny thing is. That's what she said. Is 2.1 centimeters. So let's shrink shit down. Remove it. Trying to line up the reference image with the circle, which is probably really hard to see on the screen. Oh, my teacher said, they need one more body. Oh, that sucks. I bet the teacher was like, oh, please, dear God, pick somebody else. See, the topics I did good at in school were science and math. And I was only one in my family, like my dad, my mom, my brother, and my sister. They all hated those subjects whenever they were in school and stuff. I was like the only one in my family that liked math stuff for whatever reason. Math always tied to science, so... Maybe that's part of why I pursued veterinary medicine at one point in my life, because you had to use formulas for figuring out different things, like dosage and stuff. Okay, that's about good. Let's move this over here. Get my circle again.
Don't mean it. Don't mean it. Don't mean it. Don't mean it. Don't mean it.
Alright, so this is just gonna be the handle.
Just touch me.
The fridge calls. Dun dun dun. Choir, choir, and more choir. Okay. Alright. Yeah, he did very well. He was just a little confused about the random lady hugging him. Oh. As long as he was chill with the vet techs, because that's what I did. Then all was good. So I remember the one time I actually got bitched at for how I handled. Well, there's two times. Both were with dogs that a lot of people were afraid of at the clinic for whatever reason. One I can understand. It was a English Bull Mastiff that was close to 300 fucking pounds. But I still treated it like any other dog that came in. It's like, I got a job to do. You're gonna fucking cooperate whether you like it or not. I don't care if I can ride you like a horse. Yeah, just another puppy to me. And then the other time I got bitched at was just for like treating a canine unit that came in as any other dog that came in. And the dog loved me. Like, it didn't get snippy with me, it didn't bite at me or anything. It was like, never put his ears back. They were always like up and happy and tail just wagging away. It's like, yeah, the dog showed no signs of like fear or aggression. No, it was actual full-grown canine unit. German Shepherd. But funny thing is, like, I grew up. If he was, that's the thing. Like, they thought like me just being so chill around the dog, I was gonna end up getting bit, and then they were gonna have to worry about having to fucking pay medical bills for me. And I was like, no. Only time I got bit was like one dog, and that was on my hand because I wasn't expecting it to like snip at me, because I think it was like 2 months before it came in, and it was like almost on its fucking deathbed, and just seeing it recover so much, I was like just astounded. It's like, wow, you look completely different. You look so great. But the dog remembered what all happened while I was there, like the shots and then the surgery and all this other shit. Is like, okay, I can understand it being like afraid of the place in general. But yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I grew up around German Shepherds a lot growing up. I think out of all the dogs that we owned, while I was living with my parents, that they like lived somewhere that they could have a dog, it was almost always a German Shepherd. One time we got a mutt. I don't know what breed it was. It was like some mix. It looked like, if I'm thinking back, it might have been like part collie. His name was Chansey. It was a very good doggy. But yeah, I always grew up around German Shepherds, and the funny thing is, whenever I was 3, I actually got bit on the face by a German Shepherd. So it wasn't a family dog. It was just fucking German Shepherd that got loose in the neighborhood. Probably from one of the farms nearby. But ended up getting me on the face, and ripped my upper lip up on my left side. No, my right side. I was rubbing it. I was thinking my left side because that's where a pit bull got me eventually. Whenever I was in, I think I was 31 whenever it happened. And that fucker got me good. Like, it caused nerve damage. Got my lower lip on the left side. Part of why I don't do fucking lip syncing stuff or care about having a model that the lips move. Chronicles, hey Dante, you remember whenever I was bit by fucking Kenny's dog?
That didn't happen to me, Dad.
Yeah, fucking Diesel. Then I think a little bit after that happened, bit one of the girls too. But no, I had to have his dog for, well, we know what reasons he wanted to have that fucking dog around for. Guards specific things. He didn't fucking treat that dog right. Well, he raised it fucking wrong. But that's the way things are. But yeah, Crunkles is my brother. So, and he can vouch, I don't talk with left side of my mouth because fucking nerve damage. And ad breaks. So we got about a minute, so I'll work a little bit on this. Pull. I want this sort of curve a bit more, so we'll start here. Go a little bit down. Come out.
Ah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, chill, boy.
That should be the next song, I think. Alrighty, welcome back from ads. Yep, I was right. Lord's but good boy. I think you've posted pictures of the puppers before. They all look like good doggos. No handlebars, no handlebars. White and floofy, yeah. The good kind of floofs. Alright, so if I don't want this to look weird, what is it? I always forget what the fuck the keys are. Control E. Bridge. No. Grid fill, where are you? There we go, grid fill. One, two, three, four, one, two, three. That should be fine. Like, don't want the count too high because then you end up getting weird fucking looks. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine. I don't expect to be like zooming in on this thing whenever in the studio. Just something I want there is the detail essentially. And I should have done this side too. Control, grid fill. Just take that monkey down to 1 as well. It's sort of hard to tell with this in the way. Yeah, that's fine. Baby wants to, yeah. A lot of it's just A, getting to know the animals, and then B, also knowing some of the signs of they're afraid or else they're just trained to be aggressive to strangers and stuff. Bro, skin on 1 or 2 people, and that's guard dog. Oh, alright. I didn't even know Lux even went after anybody. But yeah, whenever Diesel got me on my face, I had to get, I think it was 32 or 36 stitches. That sucked. Especially with how Kayla was. Can't be a turd. Anytime there was a large, not too long ago, like last summer, this happened. Dog came charging it, kiddo and me, because it got off its leash, or else the owners were just stupid and let it out without putting it on its leash. I got between the dog and my kiddo, and luckily that thing decided to slow down whenever it got closer, because I was really charging up to just punch it right in the head if it jumped at me.
Punch that dog in the head?
As long as they slow down, I don't mind. If they gotta jump up on me, then I'm probably gonna throw hands.
Not my dog. I'm gonna make that Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Like
You son of a...
there's this one guy that had, well, I think he had a Jack Russell, but then it passed away. But
Oh.
whenever Kiddo and I would walk down to the gas station nearby, the guy would have his dog out on a leash, on one of those like yard leash things, and it would stretch that leash out as far as it could, try and like come over to us, and then it start barking. And I just noticed like just trying to get attention, because like it wasn't growling, it was just just trying to get fucking attention. And as long as the owner was outside, that's the only time I'd let my kiddo go close to the dog. But some of the times when the owner was out, like I'm just asking him, you know, okay, my kiddo pets the dog, because some people just don't want their fucking dog pet by strangers and stuff. And he's like, okay. I'd approach the dog first, and I'd squat down close to it, and put my hand nearby so, you know, it could at least smell me and stuff. And then my kiddo would learn from me doing that. And once the dog knew we were okay, and I gave it a pet, I'd keep petting it until kiddo got his pet in, and then I'd be like, okay, we gotta go. It's hot out. So the bork stuff I'm not too worried about. It's just them trying to get attention as far as I'm concerned.
Wait, Daddy.
Okay, so I got the handle done. I mean, technically I could just keep this one whole thing. Alright, so damn it, now I'm gonna have to go in here and we'll hide this for a second. Oh, other side. Take off X-ray mode. Face select. That should do that.
Yeah.
And that's not too bad. Trying to keep this low poly-ish, like sort of low poly.
Oh, Jake Paul. Yeah.
The new
Jake Paul.
I don't know if you knew about this or not, Dante. Do not pay for subscriptions through mobile.
Fuck out of my face.
Try logging, like if you really want to get a subscription to somebody, get on the website, like the actual web page for Twitch, and subscribe that way. Mobile has an increased rates for subscriptions, whereas the website doesn't. How am I feeling about the new COD so far? Until Zombies comes out for it, I really don't care. Thor told you? Okay. But yeah, it's like it's neat that they finally figured out how to do dolphin diving in whatever direction that you want. But an actual directional, well, strafe running and shit. But that's sort of a little too late. Too busy making skins of streamers and stuff so they can charge people $50 for a fucking skin with like what they did with like Warzone and stuff. So I've just for the most part lost most faith in the Call of Duty franchise. I am sort of curious about how the zombies are though. Tired of their crap. It's understandable. Like I was sort of kind of hype about Space Marines coming, well, Space Marine 2 coming out, but a bunch of bullshit's going on again where they're basically just fucking saying fuck you to the longtime fans that loved the lore and stuck to that, and basically any content creator that's like really buy by the book when it comes down to the lore of those things. Like, just sort of got a big old fuck you recently here too with this stuff. Those that don't know, they introduced female custodies, so you might see like femstodes or other things along those lines trending on Twitter relating to Warhammer 40k. I think it was last year that it happened, like late last year it happened. So by the lore that they put out, by the way, this isn't fan lore, this isn't some fanfic bullshit, this is something that was official from Games Workshop. Custodies are exceptional Astartes, pretty much, and then they are usually picked from the firstborn sons of like nobles and people along those lines of Terra. I had to think of what the hell Earth was called in their like timeline or whatever you want to call it. Their counterparts, though, are the Sisters of Silence, which are really badass units as well. They both help protect the Emperor while he was stuck in the Golden Throne. Like, I ever since that happened, like, I haven't kept up a whole lot on the lore and stuff because I just sort of abandoned it. Terra's a prison planet now? I forget where the hell everything is. I thought it was Holy Terra was where everything was still. I have to recheck that part of the lore at least. But, yeah, it just sucks because they, like, late last year, they sort of snuck in female custodies and people pointed it out that, you know, the lore says that there's no female custodies, their counterparts are the Sisters of Silence. And then the official Twitter account responded like, they have always been there. It's like, no, you guys told us like several years ago that there's only male custodies and their and that's why the Sisters of Silence there to be like the female counterpart. You're just doubling back to make people happy and try to buy your shit, and well, we see what happened with Dustborn and Concord. Then seems Wizards of the Coast is still taking hits from their bullshit whenever they started up their stuff. Yeah, it's been a good while since I looked at the lore. Today I actually found out that they... Brother, there's noise. Wait, there's like I'm not too up to date on like Chaos characters. Are they Chaos? I think Slaanesh had the Sound Marines. Unless that's just a little play on words with them being the Sisters of Silence. But yeah, so it's like a lot of the older fans that have been sticking to them since God knows how long are in an uproar that they're just fucking with the lore like that. And then you have these kids just like shoving it in their face that the company that they have loved for so long is just sort of saying fuck you to them to favor them, and these people probably don't even buy the fucking models to begin with. This is gonna be a little bit tough. I don't want to take it in too much.
I'm gonna do it.
I'll say about there. That might be good. Yeah, that should be fine.
Oh my god, I'm sleeping here.
There we go. Got that right. They had to move things around. Yay.
Wait, Daddy.
What's... How's that? Oh. The white was blending in with the stuff. What, kiddo?
Do you say dog bite on you lips?
Yeah.
Oh!
And that's there. Now this is where it gets sort of weird, trying to bring it into a tip. All those points. This is why I was thinking of making the metal part a separate thing. Because if I made this just like a 4-point, well, I just made this like a square or a diamond or however you want to call it, a rhombus. Learned a few months ago about Warhammer lore. I'm an orc boy. Yeah, orc are fun. Did you know that they had a orc flyboys game called I think it's just Daka Daka. Well, I know there's an orc side-scroller game, but I didn't hear a whole lot of that after it released. Yeah, it's a Warhammer 40k, well, Warhammer 40,000 Daka Squadron Flyboys Edition. Yeah, the orcs are great. They're fun as hell. I just love their whole concept. Of, as long as they believe it hard enough, it is true. Don't know this person. Don't know. They already, yep, they already know the same person. I might leave just one open then. Speed Freak? Alright. Yeah, there is a lot of hype around Space Marines too, though, and this gets me back to what I was saying before. I found out today that there used to be this really well done and popular fan animation done that was like an actual like series. I think it was 5 different parts on YouTube called Astartes, which followed some Space Marines. Well, not Space Marines, but just Astartes. After which faction they were. But it was really well done. Guy definitely put a shitload of time into the models and the texturing and everything, and even the sound was good in it. And he got really big. Then Games Workshop offered him a contract, but this is like the long story of it. Games Workshop offered him a contract and he didn't like the terms for it. So he's like, no, I'm not going to work for you guys because I can continue making this and profit from it on YouTube. And I won't have like be as restricted as what you're offering me now. And then they tried fucking copyright striking him off of YouTube because 3 videos, I think at the time, getting copyright struck in one hit, that kills your channel until the dispute goes through. But I guess they finally did talk him into a contract here, and from what I understand, part of the contract was for him to take down the videos and announce that he was hired by, well, he signed up with Games Workshop. Now the only place you can watch those videos is over on Games Workshop's website, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't get anything out of. Whereas if you got to keep that shit up on YouTube at least, he'd probably still be getting money from views from people watching actually good shit for around the Games Workshop stuff. But that came around the time that Games Workshop put out like all these new rules about like, hey, if you're gonna make stuff revolving around our shit, then you got to follow these specific rules, or else we'll send our lawyers after you, essentially. Workstation. Demure. Booyaka. And hey, Grundle. Almost typed in your Twitch handle. Grundle, you and Cass still remain some of the people that I need to type in your full Twitch handles before it actually reads your fucking names. Like I got actually put in the full Crundle N. Otherwise I get like 20 different people with Crundle as a name. I don't know why they still haven't fixed it where if you follow somebody, that person goes to the top of the list and then it's just all the other people afterwards. JP is another one that I gotta do that for, and Cass. I know how to spell Cass's handle for Twitter off by heart because I've done it so often. Whereas somebody like Khan, I could just type in Czar and he's the only one that pops up for me then. So yeah, that's doing extra work on top of my already extra work from keeping track of everybody that pops in. Get chopping. Put that butchery skills to the work. Alright, so I need to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna do this. I'm probably just gonna sloppy it. That doesn't sound right. I don't care. Does it really need to be that high poly though? No, I'm gonna do the easy mode for the fucking screwdriver. Well, for the metal part. I will. Nope, I don't want that whole thing. I want that whole thing. Kill those verts. These ones. Do grid fill. Take that down because I do not want that much topology there. That should be okay. The bounty. Don't buy the ground beef. Oh, I don't want to go into waste. Unless person ground up has a diagnosed prion disease, and that's something you definitely do not want to eat. You'd probably just throw that away. That's probably like one of the most scary things I heard about cannibalism. Like, yeah, eating people's fucked up, but let's talk about what prion will do to you. Or prion, however you wish to pronounce it. Rotate that by that. No, since we got the handles diameter, this shouldn't be that bad to actually pull off here. So we'll get this monkey lined up. Then what I want to do is poop in here so it's in the handle a little bit. Prion. I am not well versed in it, but I do know like an easy example would be like mad cow disease. Or else Roanoke Games, I think whenever he was covering 28 days later, he theorized that it was a prion. Yeah. Particularly the brain. So, and it's very fatal. Like, it's got like a high lethality rate to it. Okay, so put that out there. And doing the handle like this wasn't that bad then. I thought like the brain like had the highest susceptibility to doing it though. Alright, so with that. Take off that. There you go. Simple little screwdriver. Yeah, and if I remember right, there's like no good treatment for it either, if any. So. Two millennia on this rock and we still haven't figured out how to work our own brains properly. How's this? Alright, so we'll give this some very simplistic shading. Screwdriver. Why is it not viewing? Where'd my screwdriver go? It was still isolated to the other thing. I forgot about it.
That's it.
Yeah. Yar. All the booty. Alright, so I'm just gonna make this very simple materials. Give it sort of gray. Give it the shiny. Maybe drop the roughness a little bit. Now down here. Take roughly the same color from here, but we'll make it Make it a little bit lighter. There we go. Welcome back from ads. Just noticed that they were even going on.
Oh.
There we go. Screwdriver. Now, let's see how tiny this fucking thing is compared to Workbench. Of course, it's going to take a bit to load up. The follies of having too much shit going at one time. Nice little screwdriver on the workbench there. Actually, just keep all the tools in one thing. Oh, damn it. I think I forgot. I think I might have forgotten about giving you a shout out here earlier. Sorry about that, JP. How did everything go with Deadlock? Yeah, I didn't have you put on my list, so I did miss it. Sorry about that. Hey, yeah, that's looking decent. Got the room textured now. Got a screwdriver made. Wasted a lot of time just bullshitting with you guys, but hey, that's part of the fun about coming in here, eh? But yeah, so I think that's all looking pretty decent.
There's the waiting and there's the guy.
Slowly getting there with the scene overall. Yeah, JP actually recently got a 3D model. It's pretty nice. But JP's a homie. Alright, so I think that's that for tonight. There we go, kill the musics a little bit. Well, new month, so let's see. The others I was lurking on rated this person, so let's give him a shot. Let's see. Bear YouTuber, well, VTuber, English, chill, casual, Latina, Mexican, VTuber Ian. Okay.
That's the one kid I'm going to.
Autocorrect is the bane of existence. So many times I've accidentally said duck instead of what I meant to say. Alright, so we're gonna raid Stardust Kuma. I got that right? Alright. They're currently doing just chatting. Looks like they have a guest there as well. We don't know him that well, so please do behave. Norton 3 saying Norton Antivirus is the first well-known computer scam, I'd say. So we got new raid message. Alright, there we go. If you're subscribed, you can use the first one. If you're not subscribed, you can use the second one. Use that global emote, some other global emotes, your own emotes, somebody else's emotes. I don't care. Just have fun with it. And thank you guys all again for joining me in my journey of making random Bolsheviks and talking and complaining about things. Thank you for coming by. And thank you for streaming. And thank you for streaming. But yeah, thanks again to Cass, Narco, Annie, Dante, Crundle, and JP all for coming here, hanging out some. I appreciate it. And again, I don't know this Stardust person too much, well, at all. So they were rated by people that I was lurking on, and they seem like they're chill, and they have a taco hat, so it can't be that bad. But you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all on Monday here. Not Monday, Friday. Until next time. Bye.